Wow. Wow, 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 wowie, wow. The audacity that she had to post this video, like, girl. Hey, bitch, and welcome back. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch, and welcome back to me talking about people I hate. I'm gonna be really honest, you guys. This video has been sent to me more times than I care to even count, and it was even sent to me by people at my own barn. I'm gonna try, you know, I'm really gonna try to go into this with a clear mind. You guys wanted me to react to this. I wanted to make this as pure of a reaction as possible. I literally clicked on the video and started watching, I think, 2 seconds of it, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to watch anymore because I think my face was just priceless. So welcome to my Raleigh keeps you entertained during your quarantine videos. Let's trash people who can't train horses. Oh, by the way, massive thank you to Coldest Water for sponsoring this video. Love you guys. That link is down below. Also, these are my new hoodies. That link is down below as well. Support me. Oh my god! It always excites me. It always gets me so fucking excited when I open the post and it's this long fucking 5-paragraph essay explaining your abuse. You know you're abusive right up front if you literally have to put 5 fucking paragraphs in there justifying your abuse.
Whoa! No, do that. What a beautiful place. Rat.
So this internet abuser's name is Maria Crane. Let's read her post description, which she has since changed probably like 500 times right now. Every time I go back to look at this post, because it was sent to me a few days ago, every time I go back, she changes the post. And you guys might be asking me why it's taken me this long to react to her. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. I was literally praying to God that this lady would be an intelligent enough person to recognize her abusive behavior and take it down. Because at this point, girl, Maria, it's embarrassing, okay, Maria? It's an embarrassment that you do not understand how abusive the video is that you uploaded. It has thousands of views on Facebook and thousands of people commenting, calling her out for abusing her horse. And this bitch is just calling people snowflakes. No, Maria, no. Let's read what she has to say. Oh, Christ. Maria. Sometimes things have to get ugly before it gets pretty. This is a learned behavior Felix has come up with. The whole swinging his hind into you and trying to kick. Yes and no. That's a learned behavior from a horse reacting negatively from pain. That's a pain response. Okay? Horses don't just kick and pull and whatever for no reason. His other favorite pastime is bolt and buck when you mount. Because you suck at training, let's be honest. Maria. He figured out how to get out of work before work even starts. This is typical abusive behavior where they blame the victim. She's currently blaming the victim, which is her horse, by saying, oh, it's his fault, he's the one with the problem, not my fault for just blatantly abusing my animal and him reacting negatively because I'm abusing him. It's his fault, guys. When I first started working with him, I thought it was pain. Now that I have spent time with him, it's 100% not pain. How the fuck do you know that? You're only saying that as an excuse. There's no vet proof or anything. You're just an idiot. So I have to make bad things uncomfortable for him and good things comfortable. I really can't complain. Without knowing his history for sure, he really doesn't seem like he's been started. Because you fucking suck. If your horse doesn't seem like he's been started, bitch, then maybe you should start him appropriately. These are just excuses because people have called her out. This bitch has changed this justification paragraph essay bullshit like 30 million times already. Who knew Felix and I would become so famous overnight? So many judge people in book Faceland. What? I can't believe how much spare time some of you guys have. Oh, this is when she blames the audience for calling her out. Oh, it's comical. Get your popcorn. I have responded to respectful people respectfully. I have responded to idiots accordingly. So I figure we need to clear some things up. Nobody who doesn't do things wrong is going to spend this much time reacting to people who have a negative reaction to them. Just her coming on here and writing this whole justification essay bullshit shows that she knows she's wrong and she's just trying to justify it with these long ass paragraphs. Girl, you know you're wrong, just fucking delete it before you get arrested for animal abuse. Thank you. Felix is a known aggressive horse with issues on the ground. Oh, here we go again, blaming the victim. He is known to throw everyone who rides him. Maybe because he hasn't been started and you guys are all idiots. I use this method to get a point across quickly without having to use more force. You know what? We're gonna react to her video in just a second because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen it, but the few seconds I have seen of it, no, you're not reacting with force, you're reacting by being completely physically abusive to your animal. There's no training in what she's doing, and she knows that. Once I had his attention, you can see him focus and stop with a verbal cue. Her verbal cue. Stop it, you're being a brat. That's her verbal cue?
Brat.
That's your verbal cue, Maria? You're being a brat. Stop it. I move his feet right away because he's known to blow up as soon as you sit down. I wanted to engage his brain in forward motion prior to letting him sit and want to blow. Oh my god. It's humor. This is not room for fear with what I do when it comes to horses like Felix who have been lost and damaged. They rely on me to be their leader. Ew, you're one of those I need to dominate horses people. Gross. Get the fuck out. You have no idea how to have a relationship with an animal, nor train, nor communicate. Felix will take a long time to fix. This won't happen overnight. Yeah, maybe it will actually take less time if he's given to somebody who's capable of training him appropriately and responsibly and non-abusive. So maybe it's just you. It's always funny when people are so quick to blame their animal and I'm like, girl, maybe it's you. Maybe it's you who has the fucking problem. For those who are wanting to base my entire methods on one video, it's funny that you don't notice the action fix the problem in the next video. Also, there isn't another video like this because this is not a method I use often. It's not a method. You can't abuse an animal and claim that it's a method of training. Come on, Maria. Also, period, we have to create boundaries. Does the lead mare take it easy of her herd? No. Does the stallion demand respect? Yes. Ew, gross. You're not a stallion, Maria. Please. This is learned pattern behavior that I'm fixing, and I'm going to do it quick so he understands what is and isn't acceptable and move forward. Training does not happen overnight, people. That just goes again to show you that she's expecting too much out of an animal without knowing how to communicate or appropriately train. There's no training in this video. And also, training does not happen overnight. Training is not something that is just one and done that you can fix very easily, like what she's saying. This horse has had no actual training, and it's really sad that he was a rescue animal and prior abused and is continuing to currently be abused to this day. I love what I do and don't plan on stopping at any time. Well, if you don't plan on stopping, then I'm sure there's many people who plan on stopping you for you. Let me also mention, I am fat and Felix is huge, so don't mind my struggle trying to get on this beast. What are you talking about? Being fat doesn't have anything to do with you abusing an animal. You could be skinny and over 20% of the horse's body weight and still abusing them, and you shouldn't be riding. That again just goes to show you don't know what you're talking about. Welcome to the new Felix fans, the new trainers I've talked back and forth with, and the positive people who are smart enough to see the bigger picture going on here. Yeah, where are they? Because at the end of the day, trolls and snowflakes will move on, but Felix and I will be working hard, kicking ass, and taking names. I love it when people use snowflakes as their excuse. You don't have to be a sensitive person to call somebody out for animal abuse. In fact, I would say that the vast majority of people who are willing to call people out for abusing their animals are not snowflakes. God bless and Lord knows some of y'all need Jesus. Girl, Jesus left you a long fucking time ago, okay? Jesus is with us. Warning, not responsible for snowflakes getting their feelings hurt, undies in a wad, sand in the vahoo, and butt hurt over any side conversations or things you might hear one say in this video. If you're overly sensitive and need feelings tiptoed around, I'm not your people. Go find your people. Maria, it really sounds like you should go see a therapist or a counselor because it's really sounding like you're the one who has your panties in a wad and you're the one who has your feelings hurt, okay? You clearly are very hurt by what people are saying to you. It's pretty obvious because you've changed this description about 500 times. Anyway, bitch, let's watch this video.
Oh.
First of all, I love how she tries to get on. The horse clearly is not trained at all. That's something that a lot of horses who have never been appropriately started do. One of the first things you teach a horse when you're starting them is to accept weight under saddle. And this is a very, very common behavior you see in horses that are not fully started, not completed, or not started appropriately. So her reaction is just to yank on the reins and cause a tremendous amount of pain in his oral cavity, because we've already gone over how sensitive horses are, the amount of nerve endings they have in their body, etc., and how they do feel more pain than humans do. But aside from the actual physical damage that this is causing, I love how she's just confusing the shit out of this horse, how she gets on him, then she says ho, then she yanks on his face when he moves over. The horse is trying to get away from the pain, and then by the time she stops yanking and he stops, then she's like, ho. Bitch, the horse already stopped, and you basically just taught the horse to fear the bit. Yanking on a horse's face like that is never appropriate for any fucking reason at all.
Whoa! Don't do that. What a beautiful place. Rat.
Don't do that. Yeah, because he knows what you're saying, Maria. He understands you when you say don't do that, like a child having a temper tantrum. Don't do that. Why would you do that? It's almost like he has no training and he doesn't know what you expect of him. Maybe that's why he's doing it. Jesus, this horse is in so much pain. Like, if you just look at this still frame alone, this horse is hurting. He's hurting.
You're too tall. Don't.
Yeah, because he understands that too. You know, I love it when people talk to their animals and they act like their animal understands what they're saying. Those are not verbal cues. You're just acting like a child who has no idea how to communicate.
No.
I heard a gunshot this morning. I'm assuming it was across.
If you're not actually willing to put in the time to appropriately train a horse, which I think is evident by what we already read in her statement, she's just lazy. And she's expecting this horse to be 100% with no training at all, just by abusing him and forcing him into it. Forcing a horse to do something is not training. This is why this horse has problems.
Don't.
Did she just hit that horse? Did she just hit him? I missed that.
Don't.
Wow. Wow, 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 wowie, wow. The audacity that she had to post this video, like, girl.
See what he does?
Yep.
See what you do? Do you see what you do, Maria?
No.
This girl is all over the place. No, don't, brat. He doesn't know what you're fucking saying. Learn how to train. Learn how to communicate.
Don't.
Someone who clearly knows how to ride, completely off balance with her hands all the way up at her chest. She clearly knows how to ride and train horses, you guys. She literally was so far off balance after that horse took 2 fucking steps. And also this horse is trying to escape pain because he's scared of her. Brilliant idea. Let's use a lunge whip on a horse that is literally confused out of his fucking mind, just had his face ripped off, and doesn't know what the fuck is happening right now. This is classic behavior of an animal that has never been started or started completely inappropriately and has no idea what's going on. This horse should not even have a saddle on. This horse needs to go back to ground zero with somebody who has a proper hand and proper education and knows how to actually train. You should never pressure a horse into moving when you're starting them at any point in time. You let the horse take their time, you work with them so situations don't go too fast, the horse doesn't get confused, and bad shit doesn't happen. This is my problem with these people. These people don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're rushing the training because they have no idea how to train. They think that forcing a horse to do something is training, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to force him to walk forward. Let him stand there. Let him be used to your weight. Maybe the reason why he bucks and kicks, aside from you just being an abusive piece of shit, is also because he's confused and he's scared and he doesn't know what's going on because nobody has trained him appropriately. You are setting your horse up to fail.
Stand in the middle at point. Just don't use the whip.
That's not how you lunge a horse, okay? The reason why people point the whip to the horse's hip or hind end is because you're driving the horse in that direction. If you are pointing for a horse to go in that direction, the horse is gonna go in this direction because you are closing off this area. That's exactly why when you use lunge whips, you hold it at the horse's hip or hind end because you are driving them in this direction. If you want a horse to go this way, you hold your hand out this way to block that off, and then they go in this direction. This horse is doing what they're asking him for. When this guy's holding his hand out this way, he's backing up and wanting to go the other direction. And these people are like, oh, this horse has a problem. This horse is an idiot. No, you're an idiot. You don't even understand horse behavior. You're not a horse trainer. It's an embarrassment that you even consider yourself a horse trainer or an equestrian. It's an embarrassment for me to even be associated with you. You should not even be allowed to own a goldfish, let alone a 1,200-pound animal that you're just gonna abuse.
Yep. Farther away. Ooh. Easy. Easy. Stand farther away. More towards the middle. There you go. Try not to die today. Good boy, Felix. You're not a monster. You're just not broke.
No, he's not a monster, he's just a brat, right? I love it when people abuse their animals and then they're like, good boy, you're such a good boy. Fuck you.
I think the weather is working against me today.
The weather isn't working against you, Jesus is. God, none of these people should be around horses. None of them.
The thing is that I don't think he's mean at all.
No, I don't think so either.
I think someone's let him get away with that.
Anybody who says that is a fucking moron. Horses don't get away with things. Horses are horses. That's their natural behavior. They are naturally designed to fear things jumping on them or climbing on their back, like how a mountain lion or any other animal would attack and kill them. Even if he was acting that way and it wasn't from pain, which it was in this case, it would still be a natural behavior, which is why responsible trainers understand that. It's not getting away with things. It's normal horse behavior. It's just such entitled behavior. Horses don't owe you anything. Horses don't owe you shit. It is a privilege to sit on the back of a horse. It is a privilege to have a relationship with an animal. It is a privilege to have a horse accept you as a rider. You are not owed anything. You know, she's the exact person who will say whenever she forces a horse to behave that way because they know they're gonna be abused and in pain if they don't, she's the type of person who will be like, see, my training works, guys. I'm a good trainer, I know what I'm doing. I honestly think you should have your horses removed. I don't think it was appropriate behavior that was exhibited at the beginning of this, and if people are bringing their horses to you to be trained, that's equally as irresponsible as you being allowed to train horses. So, Maria, do I think that you're a good trainer? No, I don't think you're a trainer at all, actually, and I think that you know that what you did was wrong, which is why you uploaded and then re-uploaded and then re-uploaded and then edited 50 billion times your essayed excuse for your animal abuse, okay? That's my opinion on you. I don't like you at all, and if you want to consider me to be a snowflake, then so be it. You are the exact equestrian that makes all other equestrians look bad, and I hope that you know that. That's it. I have nothing else. Jan, I love you. Thank you for sending me this video. All I have to say is go to therapy because you clearly have psychological problems, and that's the end of my video. I'll see you guys next time. Love you, bye.